in the digital zone. I want a chair. Well, I'm an old man, Joshua.
The Ben Cameron chair.
The Ben Cameron chair. What are we doing right now?
We're talking, I guess.
Okay, good.
We're talking.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too. I need to. This feels really bad if I don't have any back music.
Oh, yeah, I like it. I like the underscore. Also, I love all of the Broadway makers. I love the Broadway Makers Marketplace. I was there for the opening of it in the Turnstile. I met a lot of these incredible artists at BroadwayCon over the years. It is so exciting that has been a permanent place for this to exist because the future of is makers, right? The future is the makers. So it's so exciting that you guys are doing so well. And that was 9 months ago when we opened. That was a permanent spot. It's really cool. And you're there all the time?
Yeah, I have my Maker's Marketplace.
Do you remember when we did that crazy thing during the pandemic and we had to create a musical? We had to create a show.
Director be director?
Yeah, director be director, and we had to create a show and did it all virtually. Who did we have on there? We had like Jay Lane Marcos, Colin Cunliffe. We did some. It was all about John Tartaglia.
No, it's like there's a running joke or something. Like every time someone thinks everything had to mention John
Tartaglia, and then he ended up in the song at the end, and I think we posted something about it. And he commented on it. He was honored to be mentioned. But you just like ripped out original songs and you sang them in a day.
That thing in like literally a minute.
That was awesome.
It was so much fun.
And then you directed one on your own.
I directed, that was the Florida Man one. Such a fun one. I had some tweets about Florida Man, but that's sort of, the thing was random. And everything was, we had like, how long did we have to make it?
A couple hours, and you had to involve like certain props and certain things in your story, and do it all digitally and record it. And I was wild.
For the people watching who know what Discord is, I have a Discord, and I made something called Musical versus Musical, sort of a similar thing, except we do different themes, like sometimes it's a jukebox musical, and we give them random songs to include, like Elmo's World and Never Gonna Give You Up. But it ends up being a really fun experience, and the musical director to director, How I Met You, was probably what I really wanted to recreate that, because I know that we stopped doing it, and it was so upsetting. So I just wanted to
I love that. You're such a mover and shaker. You're the entrepreneur of all entrepreneurs. Hey. I mean, listen, you've got your own huge backdrop thing. Forget it.
That's my face.
That sure is. Don't you love seeing your face on things? I know I do. No. Don't cover the moneymaker. So are you just here singing all day?
Pretty much, yes, I am singing all day.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
What are you singing?
Random things. I have tons of songs. Oh, here's what I know. If you want, let you stop. I'm gonna make you cry. Say goodbye. That goes out to my mom.
Is it true? Does he never make you cry? I don't believe it. Not for a second. I feel like there's some people who are actually going to sing in a moment. We're just sitting here chatting. Should we let them sing?
Yeah, we should.
I mean, I'll come back and do whatever. Do you want me to sing?
You guys do a song together and then they'll sing.
Oh, okay. What are we singing together?
Do you want to pick like a random song to do?
Just start doing it. I'll join
Sing
you.
a song.
Do you
Say what?
Sing a song.
Sing a song. We're going to stay all night and sing them all.
Yep, I have that one song. You know that song?
Which one? Well, that's the one I like so much, yeah.
Yeah, it's the song that goes,
That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one we like.
There's a song from Godspell, the duet.
Oh. Okay.
I don't think
I'm gonna have to look at the lyrics for that.
So where is it? Good morning, April. I have this entire list of things. I'm not getting married today.
No, I went to company last night. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. It's so good if it's in company. Oh my gosh. That's all you. Good for you.
I'm trying to. What's that one? What's that? All for the best. All for the best. That's what it's called.
Do you just have every song right here? Okay.
Yes.
I haven't seen it.
When you feel sad. Is that right?
Yeah.
Under a curse, your life is bad. Your prospects are worse. Your wife is sighing, crying, and your olive tree is dying. And teeth of decay. I don't know this really. Okay, great. This is so worth it, guys. Record this forever. The moon and your road are both the deep blue. You bet that Joe had nothing on you. Don't forget when you go to heaven, you'll be blessed. Yes, it's all for the best. You have to do the fast one.
Some born are born in the bees, but the bees richer than the bees are in honey. Never growing old, never being home, responsible from thin air. But this in every town is shit down from big mountains of money. They can't take it with them, but what do they care? They get the surge. Customs where it's honey. Sometimes they work for free, others get the rest. Why who is the land for the sun and the sand for the yes? It's all for the best. Are you ready?
Where is this? Oh God.
Are you ready?
God. When you feel sad or under a curse, your life is bad. Your prospects are worse. Your wife is sighing, crying, and your olive tree is dying. How about the deep blue? You bet the job had nothing on you. Jumping at that when you go, heaven you'll be blessed. Yes, it's all for the best. Yes, it's all for the best. Yes, it's all for the. Got to be oppressed. Yes, it's all for the best. I mean, you taped that. I'm not sure why. But that was fun.
That was fun.
Okay, great. Let's let some other people sing.
Maya?
Nope.
Yeah, let them do their thing.
Awesome. Fabulous. Next up, the kids of Love Perks, everyone. Give a round of applause for Love Perks. Yay! Hi, honey. So we can get the cast up here.
How are you?
Performing a few numbers, and then we are going to do a brief interview. But let's give it up again for the cast of Love Perks.
I know, right? Hi, you too. Hi, guys. I'm sorry that we just wasted all that time doing I don't know what.
Okay, and I've been so busy, so thank you for doing this. We're so exciting. Hey, I'm going to force into Sasha Turchin. Give Josh a round of applause.
Woo! Joshua Turchin!
Alrighty, you guys go on and get ready, and the floor is yours.
Oh my God, so hilariously fun. And the fact that he wrote all that music like that.
Hi, everyone.
Like, go. Oh, I know he does. I follow all of it. Oh, yeah. It's amazing. And he does like the Lucas stuff and all the things that he visualizes. Yeah. Oh, sure. It's really impressive.
There we go. Thanks, everyone. Hello, BROADWAYCON. We are here performing. This is the original off-Broadway cast of Love Perks, which just opened at the AMD Theater on 45th Street last week. It's been a crazy time, but we're so excited to be here. We're running to the end of August, 4 times a week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you're free tonight at 8, we have a show. I highly recommend it because I wrote it and I'm biased. But we're going to start with the title song, Love Perks. Not ready. They're not ready. I'm going to keep talking.
That's okay.
Love Perks. Okay. You can stand in front of me. I'm not singing. It's all right. I'm not that vain. All right.
Anyone you date who you think is really great will soon start to demonstrate a love quirk.
Anyone you meet who you think is really sweet probably wants to lick your feet. Such love quirks, you can never know what a person hides from you. Hopefully you'll find it's not perverse. It's best to take it slow, but before you say it through, take a chance, it could be something worse.
Love quirks creep up everywhere.
Blatant or secret, they're always there. This girl was pretty rank, but got kinky when she drank. Boy, she really loved to spank. Ouch, love quirks.
One guy that I shocked about his wealth, he always bragged. He shut up, was bound and gagged. Love quirks.
This guy seemed super cool and he called me every night, but he was always high on ecstasy.
I met this guy at school and thought he was alright, till this one time that he tried to pee on me.
Love quirks lead to compromise.
Love can lead to quick goodbyes.
Harboring hidden habits is an unavoidable disease. Addictive obsessions, esoteric idiosyncrasies.
This guy had an elbow craze.
Before sex, this one guy praised. One girl liked public displays of love quirks.
One guy called me chick.
One girl didn't like to lick.
This one wished I had a dick.
Oh!
Love quirks.
This one guy liked to
This
fight.
guy seemed like he was fine, till he tried to have my roommate join. This guy gave me quite a fright when I saw his Satan shrine.
One girl tried to put electrodes on my groin. Love quirks make us do strange things. They're part of the joy love brings. Even when the works there are always love quirks.
So much fun. Are we being interviewed now? Or are we going to keep singing?
Keep going. Sing to
All right, so next up we have Erin Lamar singing this song called Yeah, which takes place. So the show is about, I should probably do that, 4 single people trying to find love in Manhattan. It's very relatable. Everything that happens in the show is based on something that has happened to either us, the writers, or the cast, or one of our friends. So it's all very universal, and people come out saying, wow, I've recognized myself in various stages of my life. And it's about that time in your mid-30s where you're trying to figure out what's that quirk that's been holding you back to finding true love. And speaking of quirks, here's Erin Lamar.
Are you John? Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I'm Ryan. I was spying to make sure you look like your pick. Well, some send a fake or a nude by mistake, or they make up facts or put on acts. Yeah, I think it's rough to go and lie on scruff. I mean, you'll find out on the date. Yeah, so great, here we are. Yeah, I've had a few online dates. Okay, a bunch, some coffee, some lunch, some dinner. Yeah, most were losers. I'm still looking for a winner. Yeah, so you're a lawyer. How cool. That's a lot of school. Yeah, I'm a teacher. Yeah, I get off at 3. All my nights are free. Also, of course, I get off the whole summer. Well, I spend those days in various ways. I go running, sometimes I grill. Oh, I call my mom. I watch Netflix and chill. Yeah, I'm trying to be vegan, but sometimes I eat fish. Yeah, I wish I were really vegan. My biggest pet peeve is when people say they're vegan even though they eat meat once in a while. I like to think I'm above that. Oh, I really love that tie. Yeah, polka dots are definitely back in style. Oh, I burned everything my ex gave to me. Well, except the herpes. Just kidding, I swear. Yeah, it was almost 5 weeks, so rare. That's an eternity for me. 5 years, that's a long time to be. Yeah, that's like you got a divorce. Oh, good thing you're a lawyer. Yeah, anyway, I really should go. We should do this again sometime. What, you wanna split the check? No.
Next up, we have Lauren Testerman and Matthew Schatz doing a duet. If you didn't get a flyer for the show yet, Sarah right there has flyers, so make sure you see her. And again, we have a show tonight at 8.
Oh.
You've been moping this whole week. Your life outlook now is far too bleak. Time to turn the other cheek. Just get over it.
There's no need to leave when you've got no reason left at all to move.
Life's too short, things will improve. Just get over it. Let's go to the zoo. Visit creatures who have it worse than you, all locked up.
My heart's locked instead. She's stuck in my head.
At least she's not dead or knocked up. You just need a new romance. Time to give your life another chance. Why not teach me how to dance?
No.
Just get over it. Man, you know how to tango, so...
Have you ever done it before?
Nope.
Okay, fine. T-A-N-G-O.
Okay.
And spin. A-N-G-O.
Seriously? Come on.
Emotions you can't shake when your heart's at stake. Sometimes you just ache and feel them.
You just need a lift. You have been adrift. Feelings need to shift to heal them.
I've been grieving out of spite, lost, recalling that last painful fight. Maybe it would be alright.
Moving on would bring delight. Out of mind, lost sight. Just get over it tonight.
What, are we doing an interview? I keep singing. All right, so now we're going to do a brief interview, and then we're going to keep singing.
Amazing. Well, hi, friends. Come on over here, friends that just performed. Hi, friends out there in the audience. For those who don't know, I'm Ryan Myers. I'm your Broadway and Entertainment BFF, host and producer. Give a round of applause for this cast, everyone. Woo! So you all were so incredible. That was from Love Quirks, currently on Broadway. You're in limited 12-week engagement. That's amazing.
Thank you.
You're the composer?
Yes, composer lyricist.
Okay, and remind me your name?
Seth.
Seth?
Seth Easoner.
Yes. And where did the idea come from for...
Oh, gosh. Well, Love Quirks started as a song cycle at Dr. Mama in 2010.
I love it. We love a good song cycle.
Song cycles were very popular then, so I had about 8 cabarets of songs, and I put cabarets as talking in it. Song cycle is the cabaret without the song.
Yes.
Talking is the fun part, but whatever. So I was like, let me put together just the songs that people really like, and I realized the popular songs people were doing of mine were all quirky love songs.
Yeah.
And I was like, aha, I will call it Love Quirks. And then my friend Brian Childers was in it, And he was like, Seth, this is a musical. This is not a song cycle. So he is the director. He's been a director for 12 years now. And we brought in his brother, Mark Childers, to do the book. And Mark did this miraculous thing of finding a storyline through the songs, which were all based on me and my friends. And he figured out where they would go. And then through 12 years of development and 28 drafts and 8 different incarnations, we finally, we were supposed to open off Broadway in 2020, and we got shut down 3 days before the pandemic. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it kind of destroyed life.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And then, but then by some miracle, we were given the chance to christen a new theater on 45th Street, the AMT Theater, right by Smackery's.
They almost completely, but not entirely, finished theater.
It'll be
It is
finished by
AMT.
September. It's brand new. Al Tapper built a whole new theater, and we are one of the first shows. We are the first show there, and we finally, after 12 years, opened the show off Broadway last week.
That is amazing. Round of applause for that. And it
Thank
only just
you.
goes to show you for those out there who are writers or composers or playwrights. I mean, it may look easy to see a show on stage, but I mean, you said 12, 28 drafts.
12
right?
years,
12
28 drafts.
So, I mean, it's
Lots of lyric changes, lots of new songs. Yeah.
It's hard work, but keep putting determination to it. Look what happens. It's open off Broadway finally. I hope Smackery's has sponsored you guys.
Smackery's
Giving you
is
some
one of our
free
smackers. Yes,
I
they
love your
did.
Smackers.
I did get free cookies for opening night. They are one of our sponsors. Yes. I did a really good job of going to every single place on 9th Avenue.
Amazing.
We have some sponsors because of that. Yeah.
Well, that's important. And this musical is so fun, so enjoyable. Now, as the cast, I mean, have you taken some of your experiences that you've had with, Love Works and your own sort of, personal, that you've gone through to sort of incorporate? Has it helped you sort of with the show? We all have our own, I think, Love Works that we've experienced with people. Has that helped you at all?
I think the idea of the music is that it's supposed to be somewhat universal in a way, right? All of the music has to speak specifically to a character, otherwise what's the point of having a whole show and a through line? But at the same time, the music is supposed to be universal and came from a place where real people were telling real stories that inspired real lyrics. So it's unavoidable that you're going to bring something of yourself to it, both as an actor and as a real person.
That's very true. And I have to say, too, look, it's 4 Broadway World Awards in 2021. That's incredible. Off-Broadway,
Thank you.
yeah, Off-Broadway Awards. How did that happen?
I honestly have no idea how we got nominated because the show was in a pandemic pause. But Broadway World, I guess, decided to do off-Broadway awards for anything that had opened in 2020 or 2021.
Wow.
And then all of the support we have received, I'll start to cry, but all the support we've received from our friends to vote and to get people to vote and to love. The show is a labor of love, and everyone involved loves the show so much that when we finally had a plan to reopen it, every single person involved came back and was like, yes, we want to do this. And we're so grateful and appreciative to be running again.
Well, I can tell how emotional it is for you. It is so special that you all are back here finally 2 years later. So why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are, what your roles are in the show. So let's start with you. Tell us your name and your role in the show or your part of the show.
Yeah. Hi. Hello. Hi. My name is Aaron Lamar. I play Ryan. He is our gay character. He's our serial dater. I joined Loveworks during reading.
2019.
2019.
Version
And,
26.
and we did that, and then Seth just kept asking me to come back, and I kept having fun with it, and here we are.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Hi, I'm Maggie McDowell, and I play Lily in Love Quirks, and she's a feisty one. She is a feminist and very opinionated, and she is a grad student and a bartender, and she is in love with her best friend who is gay, and she cannot move on from that. She's so well educated, and yet there's just like one thing that she can't get past. So So we watch her journey, and he's her roommate that like won't go away, and it's a whole thing. All the characters are really well interconnected, but she does find her way eventually, and there'll be more on that. I think we'll sing a song about that later. So
There's a lot of our friends who were in that situation. A lot of musical theater girls in love with their gay best friend.
Yes, that seems to be quite a thing in the musical theater world. Yes.
Hi, my name is Lauren Testerman. I play Stephanie. She is a nurse. She's a little jaded, a little heartbroken. You see her journey. She has just split up from her ex-husband, and you watch her go through this divorce journey of broken heart and being on her own. She ends up falling in love with her best friend, but doesn't want to admit it. And then you have to come to the show to see what happens.
Hello, everybody. My name is Matthew Schatz. I play Chris in the show. Chris is a former baseball player turned chef whose fiance just cheated on him. So now he's not in that relationship anymore, needs a place to stay, asks his buddy Ryan for a place, happens to be with two girls who remember him from college who don't like him at all. And hilarity ensues.
Wow, that does sound hysterical. Where can we learn more? Lovequirks.com.
Lovequirks.com. You can follow the show on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Lovequirks. I don't know why I started with Twitter. No one's on Twitter anymore. Tickets at lovequirks.com/tickets or on Baytix, TDF, TKTS, etc.
Well, before we go into the next song, Seth, I want to ask you, as the writer of this, what is one of your scores? What are your
Oh my God.
if you, that you can share?
I'm trying to think what I can make public. Quirky is an adjective that I use to describe myself all the time, and I have a whole cabaret act called Neurotic Tendencies about all the neurosis. A lot of it stems from being Jewish and having a Jewish mother. I have a touch of OCD as well. Lots of quirks. Yes, I'm very obsessed with my cat. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, it gives you some time to think about it too, because maybe I'll ask one of you all when we get back. But let us know what you're going to be performing for us.
All right, guys, we have two more songs for you. Up next is The Circle, sung by Maggie Mcdowell, who has 2 Broadway credits.
I know that it's pathetic and that I cannot win. I'm like a diabetic and he's my insulin. And people call me jaded and bruised beyond belief. Yet while I feel degraded, it brings me strange relief. The circle begins anew, like a returning boomerang. He comes right back to me, and I'm stuck waiting, trapped in a schoolgirl's fantasy. But when I see his smirk, I forget that he's a jerk. He's mine again, everything's fine again. The circle renews itself. He sometimes treats me like the sun, then treats me like I'm dirt. I'm so used to the pain that it doesn't even hurt. And I'm a timeless sour when I see him for an hour. We're young again, our fling is flung again. And I've tried dating others, I've signed up for those apps, swiping right every other guy until I collapse. And all the guys on Tinder when we match never right. And the few that I meet up with are a waste of a night. Some aren't very bright or are grossly impolite when even tried to bite. But despite the circle's revolving door, he's unavailable to me as anything but friends. I feel safe because I know that the circle never ends. I know that it's not real, but the idea of him's ideal. And anyway, I can't control how I feel when he's there. I'm renewed again, unglued again, till he acts rude again. And even though I may never be I'll go, sticking with the devil I know, with a circle of steel around my heart. The circle cannot go on. I must create a new way out, an off-ramp to escape. I'm sick of going round. My life needs a different shape. I need some self-respect. I need to get my senses checked. No longer will my whole life be wrecked. I can do this now, get through this now, finally pursue this now. I'm straightening out the circle into a straight line straight away. And I'm starting to move forward, starting today.
All right, and now we will bring the full cast back for the finale of the show.
Head over heels in love. You know how it feels in love. Forgetting yourself, forever inclined with that special one always on your mind. Intensely queasy in love. It would be so easy in love. Passion abounding, full of emotion, professing our eternal devotion in love. We've been through a crazy year, but it's finally through. Though I repress it, I confess it, I'm in love with you. Let's be completely cliched in love, having it made in love, loving and loved, adored and adoring. I am waiting, I'm imploring to be in love, to be in love.
Completely cliched in love, having it made in love, loving and loved, adored and adoring. No more waiting, no more imploring to find my perfect ending. So I admit it. One day be more than I've ever been in
Let's keep a round of applause for everyone. Woo! It's terrific. I think at the end of the day, we all just really want to find love, you know? I think that's what
That's
we want.
the moral of the show.
Yeah, quirks and all. I mean, really. And I'm noticing, so you have the hat. I see someone with the mask. Is the show have merch?
We do have merch. We don't have it here. We have it at the
You
theater.
have it at the
We
theater.
have shot glasses and magnets, and we have physical CDs are on their way for those people over 50.
Are we giving away a pair of tickets?
Oh, we are giving away a pair of tickets.
Oh, okay. We're giving away a pair of tickets. This is very exciting. Alrighty, so we'll give away a pair of tickets. Let's do a little trivia. You all should have been listening. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to trivia question about the show. And if the first person to say it right, raise your hand, but not you shout it out, fine. We'll get a pair of tickets. And, well, I see raise your hand, and I say it in my talk show, but everybody yells it out. So raise your hand ideally. But,
Raise your hand. Don't shout it out.
yeah, and you'll get a pair of tickets to the show. So when was the so this show was originally supposed to open before COVID in March. When in March blank 2020 was it supposed to open? Seth mentioned it. What date in March in 2020 was it supposed to open? As you know, he mentioned it was shortly after COVID hit. So what date in March 2020 was the show supposed to open?
The 13th.
Excuse me?
The 13th.
Not the 13th. Close. Oh, you had your hand up? Close.
The 15th?
Not the 20th. Not 21st. Nope.
Give him the answer to a new question.
So, all right. No, that's fine. That's fine.
Did I actually say
All right.
that?
We'll do a different question.
Why don't you ask them where the song cycle premiered? Maybe they'll remember
Oh,
that.
okay.
It was March 16th, but
March 16th. March 16th. Where did the song cycle originally premiere?
that I did mention.
Yes, that you did mention. I think you mentioned the date too. But maybe
You also might be able to remember it because this place and Seth Bisenhersh are basically synonymous with each other.
and it's a New York City cabaret staple. So where did this show originally premiere?
Something about the word mom in. I forgot what it was.
Yes, yes. Don't tell mama. We'll give it. Yes, congrats. You were a pair of tickets. So we have a second go see Michael Wilmer. Tickets for you. Very exciting. So congrats. So I'll ask the cast members, what are some of your quirks that you have? So your love quirks that you have that you want. I mean,
This
that you
was
want
on
to share.
our Instagram. If you
Yeah.
follow our Instagram.
What's a quirk that you have? A love quirk that you have, and it could be good. It could be embarrassing. But what's a love quirk that you have that maybe to not look out for, but you have when you're dating, so that you can share. Maggie.
Sorry. Hi. Let's see. If I'm like hanging out on a Saturday night and we're watching SNL, I will fall asleep before the first musical performance. It's like a body timer. Like I cannot stay up past the first musical performance, and then I just watch it on Hulu the next day. So if we're like dating and hanging out, I will be asleep. Yeah, I sleep a lot.
So don't expect her to watch the first performance then. If there's something you want to watch, she'll watch it the next day. I love it.
Thank you, streaming.
That's great. Okay. Do you have a love quirk?
I'm a sucker for just like snuggling up and like running your fingers through my hair. It's like so calming and relaxing and
Great.
yeah.
That's awesome.
I only have sex wearing full plate mail.
Wow.
Full plate mail.
Oh, Matt. That's,
Armor?
It's medieval.
Oh. I'm like,
It's so esoteric.
I'm very careful.
No cod piece.
Matthew shots, ladies and
Is there a
gentlemen.
cod piece?
I mean, you started it, so.
Unfortunately, I've had to custom modify my codpiece. Because how loud is the speaker right now?
Are we 17?
No, it's silly. It's
If you wear it
exciting.
at the show, is that going to help get the tickets sold?
All right, what's your love quirk?
There's a lyric in Ryan's date song that you guys heard today that I was spying to make sure you look like your dick. That would be my thing. I will stalk you online before we go on a date. Yeah, to make sure you're not a crazy person.
That's smart. I can agree with that. I do the same thing. I'm guilty of that as well. Make sure you're good and that you're real. I don't
Right, that's
catfish.
your real.
I don't. I mean, right? Who else does that? I mean, come on. I know some of you do that. Look up the person before. Yeah, you go out. But make sure they're real and that they're like from a rap sheet.
Right. So where you went to college, what did you get your degree
Right.
in?
Right. You got to do the what do we call it? The instant creeping. Also,
Background check.
Also, do they look like their pictures on the dating profile?
That's the real important part.
Listen, guilty as charged. So, Seth, what do you hope people will take away from Love of Course?
Well, I just want people to have a little break from the world and just to come and be entertained. And the show just wants people to fall in love with it and for themselves. And I want people to laugh. I want people to cry. I want them to have 2 hours where they can forget everything and just be absorbed in these 4 quirky characters that they will hopefully see part of themselves in.
Well, it's
Cathartic, yes.
cathartic if your dating life is going well. I was going to say,
I cry every night.
it seems very relatable, and that everybody some of themselves or some of their, dating life of some sort in that. There's somebody with flyers there, so if you want to get tickets to the show or you want to learn more, there's some flyers over there.
Yeah,
Make sure
8
you
p.m.
take
tonight. We run Thursdays at 7, Fridays, Saturdays at 8, Sundays at 3 until September 2nd.
Amazing.
Loveworks.com/tickets.
Well, fabulous. Well, listen, thank you. Round of applause to the
Thank
guests
you.
of Loveworks. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thanks for
Thank you.
having
Thank
us.
you very much. I can't wait to see the show. So make sure you go see Loveworks again. Loveworks.com, winner of 4 2021 Broadway World Off-Broadway Awards. You definitely want to go see it. And as it says even on the flyer, Loveworks is If Then meets First Date, a new musical for a new generation of new New York.
And
So
you can stream the cast recording as well. I forgot that part.
amazing. We love a good stream.
Spotify, Amazon, Apple, Pandora, wherever you stream. I still get CDs, so I don't know how that works.
I love that. I love that. Well, again, a round of applause for the class of Loveworks. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you again.